Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Hi, this is Marina Shepelsky. How are you? So, I'm trying to set this up to go live on Instagram from here. Just give me a second. All right. I went live here and I have to also see if I have to press anything else here on Instagram. Okay. Trying to do this. It might not work. Let's see. I'm gonna turn on my Instagram. Pardon the technical issues. Huh. I don't know what I did here. Um it might not work here. All right, I'm just gonna do it live from my phone then. Pardon the technical interruptions. All right, Shepelsky attorney. Going live. Sorry guys, I have to hang up my phone here. All right. Hi everyone. Hello. Look at my red face today. Welcome to my weekly show. This is Marina Shepelsky. I'm an immigration attorney working out of New York. Today is a great summer day, so sunny outside. My hair looks like a mess, but you'll have to forgive me. We have great news. We are about to launch our New York branch office. So we're going to open another location in Manhattan. Why? Because we want to be more accessible to everybody. Where's this thing on my head? I'm sorry. We want to be more accessible to everybody who comes in to see us from the Bronx, from Queens, from New Jersey, Newark. Take the PATH train. From Connecticut and Philadelphia, where you can take a bus to Grand Central. We're just going to be in a really very convenient location. And I welcome everybody who is watching my show on Instagram, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. Of course, YouTube. My friends on YouTube here watch me every week. And please, if you're starting to watch us, drop a comment where you're watching from, and I will give you a shout out. I don't know what's happening on my head here, guys. Oh my God. We have a great show for you. My team and I today, we are going to talk about the new docket idea that the Biden administration has come up with. And I'm getting a hello from Ibrahim Kekta Sanko. Hello, Ibrahim. Dallas, Texas for Francis. Welcome. Hello, Dallas. Philippines for Gail. Welcome to my friends from Philippines. I'm so happy to see you here. What else is going on here? All right. I'm going to start. You can see that I forgot to button some of these buttons on my blouse as usual. Ashish Patel is in New Jersey. I'm actually physically in New Jersey too. I love New Jersey. This is where I live. And this is where we live with my family. I was in Miami last week for a visit. It was very hot, and I had a little bit of sunburn. I don't know if you could still see it, but it's getting better now. So let's start talking about. Oh, Brian says from the suburbs of Washington D.C. Brian DeSharon, thank you for watching. I know you always watch us. Hello. Um, I will get to your questions. Um, Ashish says that I'm his lawyer, although Right now, I'm not thinking about our clients because I'm doing my show, but thank you so much. Um, Harwin says I entered through the Mexico border, Texas side. Nice. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for giving me a shout out. And thank you for telling me where you're from. Also, I'll be asking some questions during the show, and I want this to be like a real let's talk to each other. I will be asking you to post your replies in the comments and hoping that you will answer. I want to have a conversation with you. I don't want to be just talking by myself. Annette says hello from Florida. Annette, I was just visiting last week. I love Florida, but I cannot leave my office here and just move. Although all our family, like except for my parents, my husband's entire family is all in Florida. My kids love Florida. It would be great if we could live in Florida, but it's too hot, to be honest with you. So I don't know. To visit and to go on vacation is one thing, but to live there the whole year is going to be rough for me. I am from the northern part of the world. Samir says, "Good morning, attorney. I'm watching from Queens, New York. So happy to see you. Welcome, welcome. So happy so many people are watching me. Genuinely happy. With summer comes like a good mood, and we've had some good shifts at the office too. So I'm really happy. Listen, guys, if you're listening and you live in the United States, and I want to mention a couple of case types that are becoming like a big thing now, and this might be you. If you've been here for a long time, you have kids born here, now is a good time to file for cancellation of removal. While Trump is not here yet, and we still have Biden, now is a good time to start your case to legalize if you've been in the States for more than 10 years and you have parents or children born here and they have special issues like, illness, mental issues, and stuff like that. Also, if you are a single parent and you have a child here who's an immigrant and doesn't have papers just like you, for them, the single parent can file a case called SIDGES, Special Immigrant Juvenile Status. Also, we're doing a lot of those now. And also, if you've been waiting for asylum more than 5 years and you still haven't had your interview, you still haven't been called to speak to USCIS, we're filing writ of mandamus lawsuits left and right, and people are getting scheduled like this. This week we had one scheduled in California, the Northern District, and we had one in New York City. When you file a writ of mandamus, there's already case law in federal court 5 years plus for asylum equals that they're doing a bad job. And the writ of mandamus will push you to get an interview like this. So I urge you, if this is you, to call us and talk to us. Also, we're getting a lot of people who are switching to us from either they had like a paralegal file their case and now they finally decided to get a lawyer or another lawyer that they haven't heard from in years, maybe. Also, switching to us from another attorney that hasn't done like a good job for them, hasn't called them and offered the writ of mandamus like I do. We're getting people to switch. So if you're interested, we're open to getting clients from other lawyers. You won't have to do anything. We will be the ones who send them a letter, your new forms to allow us to be your new lawyer. You don't have to worry. If you're unhappy with your current situation, your current lawyer, or maybe a paralegal, you feel like you're ready to get a good lawyer on your side. We are here for you, no problem. Now, let's talk about the news this week. So, new dedicated docket. What is that about? So the Biden administration announced this new recent arrivals docket. So they want to expedite people who are crossing the border to go through the court system faster because of the pressure from people all over the United States, the U.S. citizens. They're pressuring their politicians, who in turn pressure the Biden administration to expedite things for the people who crossed the border recently. And Biden is now seriously gearing up for the election. So he wants to give them something. And so they announced, the Department of Justice and Department of Homeland Security, this recent arrivals docket process. So people who are single, this is not for couples or families. This is for people who are arriving through the border as a single person, and they get stopped by DHS, ICE, and they get placed in proceedings. They're going to be on a special expedited, fast calendar of court proceeding, and they have to finish their case within 108 days. The Biden administration had appointed 10 judges to oversee this, and this will only be in the courts of the cities of Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, LA, Los Angeles, California, and New York City. So those five cities will now have this new expedited removal docket, you know, deportation for cases that are just for a single border. And it's mostly for single people. So we'll see how this plays out. I don't think it's going to be available to anyone else. So there it is. Post your question. I'm about to get to answering your questions, as I always do in the show. So post it in the comments, and I will answer your question. And I want to predicate that by saying, obviously, nothing I say here is meant to be legal advice. I just provide information. Of course, this is for entertainment purposes as well, because I know people who are interested in immigration law find this stuff fascinating. If you have your own case in the system, and this is what I do. I provide information. I don't answer real legal questions. I will ask you to schedule an appointment with us. If you have a real question, my information is on the bottom of the screen and in my profile. And if you want to schedule a consultation, you can just click the booking link and pay and schedule whenever you want. Okay. Now, uh, what else? I mean, this is the biggest news in the news so far. The other biggest news that I wanted to mention is what's going on with the EB2 visa waiting time. Note this saying that they will probably retrogress it, which means push back dates in the EB2 employment green card category next month. So things are like really bad for work green cards right now. And we have to compliance ourselves with our approved, and we're waiting, how long they will have to wait for. So they're super upset and they're super upset. We got to be in status to wait in the United States. That means you have to be a student or like get another work non-immigrant temporary visa. But that's what it is. What else? That's about it. That's really it. I don't think there was other immigration news this week other than the ones that I mentioned already. The Biden administration has been kind of talking about legalizing spouses of US citizens, even with prior deportations, and even the people who enter with no visa, but whatever. Okay, people are starting to have questions. I'm going to get into them right now. This is thank God for me. I'm going to bring to it today because it's so fun. I like to wear bright colors and bright lipstick and like bright stuff because it cheers me up. And this world of immigration law is pretty depressing most days, as you guys know. So I like to kind of just cheer myself up with little things here and there. BTKJ wants to know, hi, is there a chance to get a green card through a business investment if I had illegal work before? Probably not, but I can't say like this over social media. I urge you to schedule a consultation with one of our team, and we will talk about it then. Now, Francis says, if I get a 5-year work permit through VAWA, what happens if I decide to remarry? Will the work permit be canceled? If you are waiting for VAWA and you get remarried, the case is over. It's moved and done. and the VAWA case will be closed. The green card you filed based on the VAWA will be closed, and the work permit will no longer be valid. Yes, it will get canceled. Not a good idea to get remarried during the time VAWA is pending. What I suggest you do is maybe have a church ceremony or a Muslim ceremony or a religious ceremony, and don't register your new marriage with the government, with the city code. You could just get married religiously, and your family can attend and just wait. I know it's frustrating, and people don't have patience because life goes on. VAWA now takes 3 years. I hear you. I'm with you. But I'm not here to be your friend, unfortunately. I'm an attorney. So this is what I'm going to tell you. Do not remarry while your VAWA is pending. All right, Samir has a question. He says, I have questions regarding the interview I had last. My friend had a marriage-based interview last week, and at Utah went well. Officer asked why he was overstayed, and he was working. He came here with a B2. What's going to happen? Usually, if the spouse is a U.S. citizen, the fact that he worked here illegally will be forgiven, and he will be approved anyway. Of course, I cannot give legal advice here. I don't know all the other details. So you will schedule online. You can go on our website, shepelskiylaw.com, schedule a consultation. We can discuss. Your man says, hello, my love. Hello, I'm sending love here. UK, how long does it take to approve the travel document? Yes. Usually 4 to 8 months. I don't have an exact number. 4 to 8 months. Um, Immigration entry happened before the 2 years of marriage. Is my friend going to get a 10-year or not? Depends. If the interview was before 2 years and they approve it quickly, you will get a card. If it's a long time and while they're waiting, the 2 year anniversary comes about, then he has a hope for getting a 10-year green card when he's approved, if he's approved. Francis wants to know how much is the fee to consult with me. Me personally, it's $295, but we have in our team $99 consultations, $195 consultations, and $250 consultations, depending on the okay? So we have affordable options. Rafi says, hello, I just joined your show. Hello, Rafi. You can ask the question here and you can drop me a comment saying where you're watching me from. So, what would you say? This is where I want you guys to post your comments too. What would you say is the worst thing about the U.S. citizen system, a U.S. citizen and immigration services right now? USCIS, or what would you say is like the worst thing? Tell me what bothers you the most about this stupid system. And you can tell how I feel. Uh, Joseph says, good morning, my lovely lawyer. Good morning. Julia says, hello, attorney. My friend has a pending vow and pending on 35. She's divorced now. Now she's pregnant and will be a single mother, but she didn't remarry. Will this affect VAWA? I would just update the VAWA application. Maybe it's not going to affect it. No. The UK says thank you. Thank you. News View says, can TAT status person apply for a gun permit and purchase a gun? I don't know. It depends on the state. It depends on the state. Joseph has a question. He says, please, after receipt notice is received for VAWA, what's the next step to do? Biometrics. After the VAWA case is received and you have your receipt notice, doing the fingerprints and biometrics is next. Okay, let's get into my Instagram questions here. And again, answer my question, you guys. Post in the comments what bothers you, what triggers and makes you the most upset about the current U.S. immigration system. It's Jazz has a question. Hello, I'm going to my course. I'm in Florida. Okay, give us a call. We can talk about what you can do. Call us for consult. Hassan Bid 123 says my VAWA is pending in immigration court. I've been here 10 years. My parents are U.S. citizens. Can I apply for the 10-year cancellation of removal? Probably yes, if you can show that you have 10 years before you get the court system. If the 10 years that you were here happened already after immigration court started, then no, you're not going to be able to file cancellation of removal. Julia wants to know, do I reply to DMs? Honestly, not always, because I don't have time to be on social media since I'm super busy. And I have a team that helps me, and they're also overwhelmed. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. Miss Poppy Flower says, what is the right time to apply for a second time asylum after the case is dismissed from the judge? You can do it immediately. There is no time that you have to wait. There's no like minimal wait time. You can do it the next day if you want. 2021 Junior says, can you apply for asylum after you apply for a TPS and work permit? Absolutely, yes. Yes, you can. These are really good questions, you guys. Thank you for asking. Um, Oh, so people are starting to answer me. What's pissing people off about USCIS? I like this one. Marina Musi says they don't take accountability for their delays. They're not responsive, and there's not like consequences, ramifications for these delays for them. No one can complain. Well, the only place you can complain, honestly, is if you've been waiting for asylum more than 10 years, then you can file a lawsuit against them. But actually, if you had an interview and the officer acted improperly, discriminated against you, just acted badly, there are places on the website in USCIS that you can complain. You just basically Google uscis.gov. Inside their website, us.gov, you can find the like internal link for file a complaint. You absolutely can file a complaint against somebody who works there. But for the delays, no, you're right. There is no consequences, no ramifications. They bother me the most, just like they bother you. And I agree with you, your whole statement here. There's no accountability. They don't have to pay for these delays like we do. And there's nobody to complain to. Absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. Oh, all right. Gail says that people like me applying for so more comments. What pisses people? Let's do it. Gail says that people like me applying for VAWA have to wait that long, 3 years or more, and even bad because I filed outside US and while waiting, I don't have any benefits. I agree, Gail. Francis says, what bothers me is how long it takes to get a work permit through VAWA. Work permit is the worst because you already know that once you filed for your status, VAWA, asylum, TPS, you are eligible to work. But it takes them so damn long to issue the plastic card and the social that it's horrible. I agree with you 100%. I agree, but there's a trick for people who are filing for asylum and the first time they file for the work permit. There is a trick we do if you want to file for asylum and get a super quick work permit. Call us today. I'm not going to talk about the trick. It's only for our clients. So call us if you want the super fast, super flash work permit when you're waiting for asylum and it's your first time. Nato says, hi, after the interview at the embassy, they took my passport, but they gave me a refusal sheet based on G, which is administrative processing. They need more time. 3 months ago this happened. Can you give me some advice what to do? Uh, it's hard to say, but if they told you why they need administrative processing or administrative investigation, maybe you could add some paperwork there. Because sometimes they say, you know, upload such and such form, or they say, give us a police clearance or something like that. Otherwise, it's really difficult. You could email them and say, maybe you guys can let me know what you're investigating and I can help. I can add paperwork. Goodman says, is there any immigration office in North Dakota for the asylum interview? You know what? I'm not sure. You can look up on their website, USCIS, and asylum offices and check. Joseph says, and if someone is not ready to do fingerprints before with asylum in last year, April, then he still needs to do other fingerprints for volunteer, they're going to use the old one. It depends. It depends. Sometimes they recycle the fingerprints, but sometimes they don't, and you have to go do them again. And Joseph says, thank you for your help and support. Thank you. And see if you can post in the comments what bothers you the most about our USCIS system. And Miss Poppy Flower says, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. All right, let's talk about VAWA. You guys have so many questions about it. Let's talk about it. The process of VAWA, how does it generally work? You file your petition, you get the receipt notice. Once you get the receipt notice, the next letter to come could be the biometrics notice. They want you to do fingerprints for VAWA now. Also, after that, you could get the prima facie approval, but not every single time. Prima facie doesn't always come, but sometimes it does. After that, you might have nothing from them. You might have no news for them for the next year. And at that point, hopefully they will send you the new prima facie. And this will take this type of a process will take about 3 years. Every year you'll just get the prima facie. And then you might receive a letter after like 2 or 3 years called a request for evidence, where they will say, you know what, we need you to add, and they'll tell you what to add to the case. It could be more joint documents. It could be a marriage exemption affidavit. It could be something else. But yeah, you could get that, and hopefully within 3 years, the VAWA case will be approved. And after that, you will probably need to wait more, up to 1 more year, for the green card based on the VAWA to be approved. That will be the last step. Francis says, I filed for VAWA in October 2023. I haven't been called yet for fingerprinting. It might be because you did other fingerprinting in the past, and just like Joseph was asking here, Francis, they might recycle or reuse the biometrics, and they don't need you to come in again because they already did them, and they can just hit a button in their computer and run the same biometrics in their system one more time and get the results. Gail says, how about outside VAWA cases? I just got my receipt. Yeah, it takes so long. If you filed for VAWA, is it necessary that you will get an RFE, request for evidence? No. Sometimes our cases get approved without any RFE. And quick too, not 3 years after 1 year, after 2 years. It depends on your luck sometimes. Sometimes you have good luck. Nafi Concierge says, can I use my home country passport after I receive my green card based on asylum? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can use, there's no problem using your home country passport. Just because they're really bad and the government is bad, there's a bad system, doesn't mean that you don't have rights as a citizen to use your passport for travel and so on. So yes, it's okay to use your passport to get a shot. Hello, Marina, it's from Liz. Just like I told you 2 weeks ago, I got my green card. I predicted it. Thank you. And Liz is happy. Let's clap for Liz. Applause. Liz, congratulations. A green card is amazing. We got mail yesterday because, this is a long weekend. And I'm having a drink to you. It's water, but I'm drinking new resident of the United States. We got some really great mail yesterday. The mail that built up from Friday until Tuesday of Memorial Day weekend. We got a bunch of green cards approved. One case was a freaking miracle. I don't know if we talked about this yet. It was this family from Pakistan. We got him a religious visa first, and then we filed for a religious worker green card. And they had some violations of their visa status. They left, they came back, and they were denied at first for green card, even though the petition from the Muslim mosque that they filed for them was approved. But then we refiled, and I was sure we're not going to win. And the main person in the mosque convinced me to do it. He said, Marina, God is with us, let's do it. I said, okay, God is with us. Let's do it. So we wrote a great appeal. We voted it yesterday, and the whole family, his wife and kids too. Amazing. Sometimes it's a miracle, and they actually feel bad and they listen. Francis says, yes, I did fingerprinting in the past. You are smart. Of course I'm smart. This is my what I do. Joseph says, do you take any cases already filed before? Yeah, so if you filed before and you need us to fix the case, we take them. No problem. Annette Chen says, is it possible for a fiance visa for someone in Nigeria? If you are a U.S. citizen, you can file for your fiance in Nigeria. But I'm telling you right now, it's going to take a year and a half, over 1 year to bring him here. Okay? What else, Instagram? Miss Poppy Flower wants to know what is a prima facie letter? So prima facie is spelled with a C, like C-I-E Latin. It means like prima facie preliminary approval, not full approval. So basically, they give you this letter so you could go file for benefits to show that you filed and your case looks approvable. Like it looks good. It's not final decision yet, but it's looking good. You can file for tax benefits, food stamps, maybe like subsidized housing and other things for victims of domestic violence. Harpreet Singh says he wants to apply for the T1 visa. And let's talk about the T visa. It's a trafficking visa, but it's not just people who were actually like physically brought across the border. If you worked somewhere and you were afraid of your boss and they treated you bad, they didn't pay you overtime, but they convinced you that you can't leave, you can file for a T visa. We do a lot of these. We will help you. I promise you. So give us a call. We definitely can handle your T visa. Shoklino Kirill says, oh, Shoklino Kirill. Hello, Marina. We are parents in the process of reunion with our son. He's over 21. When and how do we have to move our case? So I assume you already filed your I-130 family petition. Looking at the June 2024 visa bulletin, and if your son is over 21 but single, he's not married, your son is single, then we are looking at the category for your son is F, Frank, 2B. That's for unmarried sons and daughters of permanent residents. Wait, I didn't ask you if you're permanent resident or citizen. So, okay, if you're a green card holder and you file for your son over 21 and he's single, okay, uh, you will have to wait until they hit the date of April 2016, which might be like 8 to 9 years. If you have citizenship of the United States, it's even longer because you are in the F1 category, children of U.S. citizens over 21, and they're working on 2015. So they're like 1 year behind for weird reason. And that's more like 9, 10 years you'll have to wait. That's the, even when the petition will get approved, you basically just wait in line for the visa to be available for your son and then everything. So you're looking at like 9 years approximately wait time. Aziz Zulaf Afghan 967 says, I worked with NATO in Afghanistan and our father also worked with NATO. At present, we live in Pakistan. We did not leave the Pakistan government there or not supposed to. I guess he wants, Kirill says that he is a green card holder. Kirill, you'll have to wait around 9 years for your son to come here. Around, plus minus, and to answer Azizullah, I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. If you can get yourself to Mexico and file for asylum on the Mexican border through the CBP1 app on your phone, you can come here and you have a chance at a green card. Miss Poppy Flower says thank you. Oh, and Kirill says already 7 years in process. So you look at your date, the date you filed the I-130 petition, and if you've already been waiting for 7 years, that means you probably need to wait another 2 years, approximately. Okay. Um. Okay. Last one here. Miss Poppy Flower wants to know when can she expect to get the travel document based on the VAWA and the green card. Like about 1 year. It takes about 1 whole year to get the travel document, the advance bill. Let's take a couple more questions on YouTube, and I'm gonna say see you later soon to you guys. Francis says, does it take up to a year before the work permit in VAWA comes through? Yes, an advance parole. So VAWA and the green card based work permit and advance parole take about a year. Molina Flooring Gallery says, hi, attorney. I have VAWA I-360, not applying for green card. Already received my prima facie determination letter. It's being almost what's next, how long will it take to get through? About 2 years and 3 months more. Joseph says, can you help on a visit visa for someone in Africa to get a visa or not? Uh, can I help them get a visit visa? No, I don't usually have. Holding on, oh, baby says, hi, Marina. I hope you're doing great today. Thank you, I am. Thank you so much. Drinking to your health here with my water. Do you know what current calendar year USCIS is currently on for processing new visa? So I'm going to show you, if you're watching me on YouTube, I'm sharing a screen so you can see what I do to check the U visa situation. Okay? So I'm going to this window, and here I'll go to USCIS processing times. I click right into the link, and for U visa, I check I-1, 9118. So first, in the check case processing times, the first line is a drop-down menu where you choose the form number. For the U visa, we need the I-982. And the form category is the non-citizen who's a victim of qualifying for non-citizenship, and for all service centers, and they're currently at 60 months. 60 months is about 5 years. If you've been waiting, let's say, 2 years already, you have to wait 3 more years here for the U visa. Dushanti is from Sri Lanka. Hello, welcome. News says, how do you track your T status process? You basically check the case number, and that's it. And the T visa, let's check. It also takes a long time. One moment. The T visa is for I-914, okay? And that takes 16 and a half months. So the T visa is quicker than the U visa, and it takes about 17 months, which is a year and a half. Not too bad, not too bad. Can somebody check the status file online at USCIS portal? If you open your own case information portal, which is called My USCIS, your personal portal, and add the VAWA case number to it, you'll get updates on the case number only. Which states are known to be the best states to ask asylum? Excellent question. And this will be my last question for the day. I just did a couple of videos on my TikTok for this, so I urge you to sign up to become my follower on TikTok, where I create fun content with immigration law in mind every day. Best number one is New York and San Francisco. So they share the first spot. New York City and San Francisco are the top courts in the United States. Chicago is 3, Boston is 4, and probably Baltimore is 5. Everything else is crap, and your chances of winning are very low. So people call me from Dallas. They say, I love Dallas. I love Texas. I love Texas too. It's wonderful. I love Florida. Wonderful to live in. Horrible to go to immigration court. Your chances in Dallas or in Miami or in Orlando are super low. And those are great places to live, but bad places to be an immigrant. So when you are ready for your court dates already, when it starts to be like active, it's time to move. I'm telling you right now. All right, this is gonna be my last question here, even though I said another one's gonna be last. But do you know if you're currently working on 2016 or 17? Because I applied in 2018. So let's do for U visa 5 years. 2024 right now is going to be 5 years if you count back, should be like 2018, 2019. So I think soon they'll get to you. I think they passed 16 and 17. You'll get there soon. And Joseph said, thank you for all your help. God bless you and your family. I love you, all of you. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you, Instagram. I love you. I love you, people. My Facebook followers. I have to try to learn how to stream live Instagram through my app here. But I love you all. Thank you for watching. Until next time, prepare your questions and your comments. I love you all. See you later. Bye bye. Have a great week.